Welcome to another video. Welcome to another video. This is Value Tech Sense, where I show you how to get the best tech for less. I am a home theater enthusiast, videophile, cinemaphile, alright, gamer, audiophile, but I am also a value shopper. Now, we're going to talk about the 2020-2021 Vizio P-Series Quantum X. All right, I've had this TV over 2 months. All right, I have not been posting videos because I'm not somebody that gets a TV and turns it on and every little thing I see, I got to make a video about it. I actually use the TV. It's my own personal TV, so I have used the TV every day. I've gamed on the TV. I've watched movies on the TV. I've done everything on this TV. And I can truly say I know enough about this TV to give you my final thoughts about this TV. All right. So we're going to dive straight into it. All of the questions that you have about the 2020-2021 Vizio P-Series Quantum X will be answered in this video. All right. I'm not going to go into all the solutions. I'm not going to any settings. I'm just going to give you everything that I know about this TV to help you make a decision if this is the TV that you want to buy or not. All right. I do not recommend this TV for everyone, but me personally, I will be keeping the TV. This is going to be a video talking about everything positive about the TV and everything negative about the TV. I'm going to put it all out in this video. And if Vizio wants to know what needs to be in a firmware update, this is the video that needs to be tagged to Vizio. Because nobody has advocated for Vizio more than I have on YouTube. You can look and I will tell you I do not recommend this TV for everyone. All right. Not for everyone. All right. And I'm going to explain all of that in this video. But it is an awesome TV. It does have a lot of qualities and a lot of things are great about it. But there's a lot of things that are not so great. All right, and we're going to dive into all of that in this video. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it after a word from our sponsor. Like, comment, subscribe. You want to save money on the best tech. Value Tech Sense. Value Tech Sense. All right. Now that we have got the intro out of the way, we're going to dive straight into it. All right. And in no particular order, I'm going to answer all of the questions that I've had in the comment section regarding this TV. All right. In no particular order. Don't know how long this video is going to be. If you were on the fence about this TV, if it's anything that you want to know about this TV, I suggest you watch the whole video because I'm going to dive into a lot of things with this TV. All right. I feel like I know enough about this TV to answer all of your questions. All right. And that's exactly how I'm about to do this video. All right. First, we're going to start with the positives. All right. Because Vizio is one of those brands that gets overlooked by a lot of people on YouTube. For whatever reason, nobody talks about Vizio but me. I started this channel talking about Vizio TVs because nobody was talking about the TVs, and here we are again, P-Series Quantum X. Nobody's talking about this TV. They're talking about everything else but this TV. So I'm going to get into the positives first. First things first. All right. Does this TV have red tint? No. All right. Everybody in the comment section asked me about red tint. TV does not have red tint. All right. Ratings, when they got their TV, had red tint. Digital Trends, when they got their TV, had red tint. If you buy the TV and there's red tint, send it back. Simple. All right. They went in there, wanted to calibrate it and do all this, try to calibrate the red tint out. Personally, if I buy a TV and my whites are pink, it's going back to the store. Straight up. I'm going to get another one. When I turn the TV on, my whites are white, I'm good. All right? Forget all that extra stuff. This TV, out of the box, no red tint. All right? Second question. For all of y'all out there that got PS5s and have been messaging me about the PS5, about how you have to go to, you got to change your input to 1.4 and do all this type of stuff. You got the black screen and all this and that and the third. All right? This is not the video with the fix, but I'm going to tell you that I don't have that issue that you have. I know why you have your issue, and I'm going to go over the solution in another video. But for the purposes of this video, right, you do not have to put your TV on 1.4 for your PS5. All right. One of the good things about the Vizio, like I said, I'm going to start with the positives. All right. You got 4 2.1 HDMI ports. All right. Vizio came out with this TV in 2020. All right. While everybody was coming into the game, 2.1 was just starting out, coming out. Everybody was coming out. Vizio was smart enough to have 4 2.1 inputs on the back of the TV. And they're full spec 48 gigabits per second. A lot of people say it don't matter. Whatever. It's full spec. All right. So you got 40 gigabits. You got 48 gigabits. Vizio, you get one of these TVs, you got 48. You're future proofed. All right. If they come out with anything else which makes 48, you know, something comes out, makes it more available, and some feature that you can have that the limitation of 40 that you will not have, you will be future proofed with this TV because you have full spec HDMI 2.1. All right. With this TV. Bravo to Vizio for that. Also, unlike Samsung, who has the one 4K 120 hertz port, or unlike Sony, who has 2 ports but decided to make one of those the eARC, right? Vizio was smart enough to make port 3 on this TV 120 hertz 4K and port 4 120 hertz 4K. And the eARC is actually input number 1. So I got my Xbox Series X hooked up, I got my PS5 hooked up, and I have my eARC hooked up in HDMI input number 1. In input number 2, I have my 4K UHD Blu-ray player in there. You can put a 4K Fire Stick in there. Sometimes I put that in there because SmartCast does not have HBO Max. But I will give another shout out to Vizio for having 2 inputs in the back of this TV for 2 separate consoles and being smart enough to have the eARC, right, in input number 1. So I got both consoles hooked up and eARC, and they both work. I can game on this TV 4K 120 hertz in HDR with eARC, all working simultaneously on this TV. Shout out to Vizio for that. All right, and I'm going to show you this right now really quickly. Like I said, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to answer all of your questions in this video. We're going to get to the positives first. I'm going to grab my remote. You see this is the Xbox Series X. Let's just go in here to picture. I am going to slide down to input settings, and you will see right there. Hope you can see that. Let's zoom in. 2.1. Okay, 2.1. This is input number 3. All right, input number 3 is where my Xbox Series X is. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into input number 4. Input number 4, what's that? That's the PS5. Does everybody see that? All right. I'm on the PS5. I'm going to go back in here. Let's go inside picture. Let's go down to the input settings. And as you can see, again, it looks a little blown out, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's set on 2.1. All right. It's a little bright because the settings are different. Let me see if I could tone this brightness down so I can show you. All right. Let's go down here. Let me change the active full array to low. All right. Let's go back to input settings. Hopefully you can see that the 2.1 is right there. All right. PS5, Xbox Series X running at the exact same time. All right. Let me see if I can get that zoomed in for you guys. All right. So it does work. All right. Let me pull up the info. You can see up there up top, 2160p HDR10. PS5, right? That's the PS5. We grab the controller. Let's light the screen up so everybody can see. All right, PS5 right here. We got the PS5 armed up on input number 4. I'll grab my trusty remote and let's go back to input number 3. Xbox Series X, PS5, 2160p, 2.1 HDMI. Both inputs work. All right, they both work. You can run them at the same time. I don't have no black screen, none of that. Not only that, but if I go in here and I mess with the volume, right? As you can see down there, because I had to move this TV all around my house so I could get this information for you guys. All right, audio system. I had to bring this TV into my theater room and hook it up to my Dolby Atmos home theater system. See how it says audio system? That is because I have the TV speakers turned off. We will go into here. Let's go back into the settings. Let's get this back in focus. All right. We're going to go down to audio. You will see TV speakers is set to off, and I have eARC set to on because I am using my home theater speakers hooked up to this TV. So for all of y'all out there, they got the 85-inch, you can run eARC in HDMI input number 1, and you can also run your Xbox Series X and your PS5 and your eARC all at the same time on this TV with no problems. For anybody that wants to know. All right. All y'all that are having problems with this, all y'all that are having issues with this, I'm going to tell y'all how to set all of this up in another video. This video is just my thoughts about the TV and everything about it. All right. So everything when it comes to that works. Okay. It works. All right. Got all these things set up. I got the CEC on so I can control my UHD Blu-ray player with, let's go to the Blu-ray player. As you can see right here, UBP X700. Very cheap UHD Blu-ray player. It does support Dolby Vision, but I am using the Vizio remote to control everything. All right. Turn your CEC on and you can control your receiver. You control everything. All right. I use my volume button. Receiver works. Speakers work. Everything works. All right. I got everything plugged into the TV. All of that works. All right. Black levels. Let's talk about black levels. Let's talk about blooming. Let's talk about all of this stuff. Let's talk about the local dimming. Let's talk about everything, right? Let me go back to the Xbox Series X. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. The local dimming on this TV. Oh, let me go back. Let me go right there. All right, let's talk about the local dimming algorithm on this TV. Phenomenal. Let me turn the volume down. Let me turn it down. We're not doing no copyright in this video. Let me turn it down. Let's just go down here. Let me go to my apps. Let's just go to the Dolby app. All right. Dolby Vision just kicked in. Let me switch to my Dolby Vision picture setting. I'm going to give y'all, I got all the settings on the way. Settings videos on the way. Everybody asking me for settings. I got the HDR10 settings. I got everything on the way. I just switched to Dolby Vision. All right. Let's talk about Dolby Vision. Satisfied. Remind me. All right. Let's talk about Dolby Vision. Let's talk about black levels, right? Let's talk about people talking about stars and all that. Look. Check this out right here. Look at this, man. All the stars are there, G. It's phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. Black levels off the chain. Specular highlights off the chain. When it comes to Dolby Vision, when it comes to picture quality, when it comes to getting the best bang for your buck, it's phenomenal. Straight up. No flexing. We're talking about the pros right now. All right? Look at this. Black levels. All right? All the stars are there, G. All the stars. Everything is there. I don't know how it's picking up on the camera, but what I'm going to do really quickly, all right, for everybody out there asking me about blooming, everybody, how does it perform in a dark room? It's phenomenal in a dark room, man. Phenomenal. Hold up. Let's take this off the tripod. Let's go have a closer look at this real quick, because y'all got to see this, man. Look. It's phenomenal. The black levels are phenomenal. I mean, it is beautiful, man. Everything is there. All the stars are there. All the details are there. The black levels are off the chain. All right? It's off the chain. The local dimming is off the chain. The brightness is incredible. All right? Movies, incredible. All right? When it comes to black levels, when it comes to blooming, when it comes to things like that, all right? Blooming, there will be blooming if you're looking at text. There will be blooming if you're looking at pause menus, all right? It's not an OLED. No LED LCD TV is going to be without blooming. I don't care what it is, G. I don't care if it has many LEDs or not. If it's not self-emissive pixels, there will be blooming. Okay? There will be blooming on any of those TVs. But the thing about it is, the only way you pull that blooming out is if you're looking at a pause menu. Alright, who turns a game on and looks at the pause menu, G? When you pause the game, it's because your phone rang. You know what I mean? Nobody looks at a video game and says, I'm going to put the game on pause and watch the pause menu. I mean, come on, G. You gotta be practical, my G. If I'm playing Madden, right, it looks phenomenal. If I'm playing any game, just like I showed you that Dolby Vision I just showed you, it's phenomenal. It looks dope when it's performing. It looks dope on real world content when you're watching movies, right? It looks amazing. But if you want to find the blooming, right? You want to find the blooming. You want to wait till the movie ends and when the credits are rolling and be like, oh man, you see when those words are going down the screen, all that blooming that's there? Yeah, you're going to see blooming, but who watches the credits? When you go to the movies, when the credits start, people start walking out, G. When you watch a movie on this thing, you're going to be amazed. All right, one of the dopest things about this TV, not only its black level and local dimming performance, but the brightness. The brightness matters, all right? For everybody out there that asks me, should I get a CX or should I get this TV? Listen, man, I made a video called calling this TV an OLED killer, and I was talking about HDR. I was talking about HDR highlights because it hits different, all right? That wasn't a video to make you return your CX, all right? The CX is a phenomenal TV. OLEDs are phenomenal. I said in that if you've never owned an OLED in one of my other videos, you should get one so you can get it out of your system. It is great to have. OLEDs are dope. I have OLEDs. Okay? I use OLED when I use an OLED. I use this when I want to see something different. I want to see it all, right? I had to get an OLED. OLED self-emitting pixels, perfect blacks. Yeah, what does that look like? You want to see that. You want to experience that. You want to see that. But that's not the only experience, all right? There's also another experience when you're actually seeing HDR highlights, 1,000 nits, 2,000 nits. You ever had a flashlight shined in your face? Right? And you're like, damn, you know, when this TV does that, that's it hits different. All right? You can get HDR from your OLED TV. It's going to give you that three-dimensional look, that contrast that it has. Everything's going to look as it should. But what this TV does, like when I watch John Wick 3, it looks like cars are in my living room. It don't look like the cars are just on the TV. It looks like the cars are in my living room. Like a car just pulled up in front of me. That's what that brightness does. It hits different. All right? But as far as this TV compared to an OLED, two different technologies, man. You know, get you an OLED, enjoy your OLED. After you've enjoyed that, you've had that experience. Somebody like me, I'm looking for the best experience. All right, some people consider OLED the best experience. I don't consider that the best experience. It's great. It's amazing. I love watching movies on OLEDs, but it's not the best experience. And I'm going to get into that in another video. There's a lot of things about OLEDs that people don't talk about, but I'm going to tell y'all everything about these TVs. I'm going to tell you everything about these OLEDs, like how they struggle with not just perfect black, but near black. When you got something near black on the screen and your OLED is flashing, it's literally like it's flashing. Like it can't decide whether to be black or to be gray, because it just don't. I'll show y'all. Don't worry about it. Video's on the way. Back to the Vizio. Black levels, phenomenal. Brightness, phenomenal. Game mode, phenomenal. A lot of TVs, when you go into game mode, the quality goes down. It gets blurry. You don't have none of that with this TV. Local dimming is just as good with movies as it is in game mode. Specular highlights, everything is there. Response time, everything is there. All right. Picture quality, phenomenal on this TV. All right. If your goal for getting a new TV is picture quality, you're not gonna lose with the Vizio. Not gonna lose. All right. So, connectivity, HDMI ports, all that type of stuff. HDR. Let's talk about upscaling. Upscaling is decent. Upscaling is not the best I've ever seen, but it's on par with everything that I've seen. Even my OLEDs, it's on par. The reason that the upscaling, you could pick it apart on the LED LCD TVs is because they're brighter displays, and when they're brighter, you can see more flaws. All right, I can make this TV's upscaling look just as good as my OLED if I turn the backlight down and make it dark and make it hide a lot of the flaws that the brightness shows. But people are not going into all of that. All of that's coming in later videos. I got an entire video on upscaling. But for all y'all concerned with upscaling, upscaling is decent. 1080p to 4K, phenomenal. All right, 720p is decent. You know, it's as good as any TV could do at 720p. These TVs, no matter what TV you get, that's only going to display what you put into it. All right, what you put into it. The better the quality you put into the TV, the better the results you're going to get. But I got videos on the way. I really decided, you know, that moving forward, instead of just talking about TVs and talking about this and that, I'm going to teach all of y'all what to look for when you're looking for a TV. I'm going to teach you what to look for. I'm not just going to make videos talking about this and that. I'm going to make videos from here on out actually teaching you about this stuff. That way when you're watching videos, when you're watching other people's content, you know what to look for. When you bring your TV home, you know what to look for, and you know what you want to get out of a TV. All right, you're not getting overwhelmed with all of this technical stuff. All right, there's a lot of stuff that people leave out of videos, that just simple stuff that y'all should know. You know, well, a lot of this stuff is not even that big a deal, you know, that people be bringing up. It's not even that big a deal, man, you know. But anyway, let's get into the negatives. Viewing angles. All right. Viewing angles. Now, me, personally, I sit directly in front of the TV. If you sit directly in front of the TV, right? And when I say directly in front of it, I don't just mean right here. I mean right here. I mean right here, right? If you got this in the middle of the room and you got everybody on the sofa sitting back here, right? I'm on a sofa right here. Everybody's sitting right here. Everybody's sitting right here. Everybody's sitting right here. They're going to see the same thing. Now, if you got somebody sitting over here, they're not going to see the same thing. Even though it looks good right here, it definitely loses quality at an angle, all right? That's one of the things, that's one of the main things that OLED has over LED LCDs is viewing angles, man. So if your setup, you got somebody that's going to be sitting way over here to the side, I mean, I wouldn't even watch a movie from over here, man. Even when you go into a big movie theater, man, all of the seats will give you this right here. All of the seats give you this right here. Even when you're in a movie theater. I got a home theater in my home. Everybody sits from the front. All right, nobody's sitting on the side. But if you're set up, you got people sit from the side. The viewing angles on this TV is not so great. All right. Now, the big deal breaker and why I do not recommend this TV for everybody. The deal breaker is it's not plug and play. It's not plug and play, right? I know a lot of y'all just saw me. If you've been watching the video, you saw me. I got the Xbox Series X hooked up. I got the PS5 hooked up. I got my Blu-ray player hooked up. And I got my receiver hooked up to this TV all at the same time with no connectivity issues. The problem is it just doesn't work that way out of the box. That's the problem with this TV. I had a guy in my comment section. I was literally in Best Buy. He sent me a message. He's like, hey, should I get the 900H or should I get this Vizio P-Series Quantum X? Right? I didn't even have the TV yet. But while I'm in that Best Buy, there was like 4 75-inch PQXs sitting over there in the open box section. So I'm like, I couldn't recommend that TV. And then literally there was somebody buying a 900H in the line, and I didn't see any of those TVs in the open box section. All right. So one of the main problems with this TV, one of my main gripes with this TV, you know, something that Vizio needs to get together now that we're going to get into the problems with this TV is the user experience sucks. It's complete trash. And I mean that. People are returning these TVs. You know why? Because they just don't work out of the box. All right? What people want to do when they get home after they done spent their money, they want to turn the TV on and they just want it to work. They just want it to work. That's the biggest problem with this TV. It just doesn't work. Unless you know all the workarounds. Unless you're somebody like me that actually, you know, I enjoy learning about this TV, you know. That's why you can't trust every review out there, all right? I mean, you can't trust every review out there. If for everybody that asked me to review this TV and tell y'all everything I knew about this TV after I only had it for a week, I would have been doing you an injustice. You can't tell me somebody that just bought a TV, that just took it out of the box, is going to review that entire TV in a few days. It's impossible. There's no way you could do that. There's no way that you could honestly do that. All right? It's just like you go to a car dealership and you get that test drive. You only get to drive it for a couple miles. You got to come back and make a $30,000 decision off a test drive? Nah, G. I don't do that, man. I use this TV every day. And I will tell you for a fact right now, all right, every issue, just about every issue you got with this TV, there's a solution for. But the problem with this TV is it shouldn't have to be that way. That's why people are returning this TV. Because when people plug their PS5 in, they get that black screen, they're going to send it back. Vizio. They're going to send it back. And I'm going to show you why all of that stuff is happening in my PS5 settings video, my Xbox Series X settings video. I got all these videos on the way. I'm going to flood y'all with videos. I haven't been doing videos because I've been literally just living with the TV. That's how I do my reviews. I don't watch the TV just to tell y'all about it. I actually just use the TV like a regular person, right? And then when I know everything that I know about the TV, I actually know this TV now. And I don't know everything about this TV because a lot of the issues that I wasn't having with the TV that y'all are having is because we use the TV in different ways. And I've learned a lot just from the comment section. Like how people's settings, their motion settings were locked at 0. I have the solution for that. All right. All y'all with the black screen with the PS5, I got a solution for that. All y'all with eARC issues, all your issues, there is a solution for. The problem with this TV is it shouldn't be a solution for. It should just work. And that's why people send this TV back. That's why I don't recommend this TV for everybody. I had someone in the comment section that asked me, you know, you said this TV is not plug and play. So if I got it for my family and they was watching TV, do I have to go into the menu and do this and do that? Yes. You have to go into the menu and do this and do that. Because to me personally, the settings that are in this TV, the settings, they're okay. They're okay, but they're not impressive. They're okay, but they're not impressive. They're not really giving you the potential of what this TV could really do. And then after I get into the TV, because I'm just a nut like that, right? I get into it, I find settings that make this TV look phenomenal. That's like, damn, man, this could really literally be one of the best TVs out there. It could be the best LED LCD TV in the game. It could be. The reason it's not is because the user experience is trash. All of these issues that this TV got, man, that is the problem with this TV. Everything that I had to do to come up with every solution for every problem that everybody has to where my TV works for everything, the TV should have did that out of the box. That's the problem with this TV. The fact that everything I watch, I gotta switch my picture mode. I got a picture mode for everything that I watch on this TV. I got a Dolby Vision picture mode. I got an HDR10 picture mode. I got the Xbox Series X picture mode. I got the PS5 picture mode. The problem with this TV is if I'm watching YouTube and I'm not watching something in HDR10, I got to switch the setting to my HDR setting. When it goes into HDR10, I got to switch the TV to my HDR10 setting. All right? Every setting that I set up for this TV, it should switch automatically. That's what it should do. But my HDR10 setting doesn't fit everything, right? When it comes to motion with this TV, everybody that has an Xbox Series X just doesn't use it for gaming. Like I said, this video is not going to be short, man. I'm just giving it to you straight off the head, all right? That's how I make videos. Take it or leave it. I'm telling you everything I know about this TV. Solutions are coming later, all right? But I'm going to go ahead and show you right now everybody doesn't use this TV just for gaming. Some people use the TV for the Blu-ray player. Some people use the TV, not the TV, but the Xbox Series X for YouTube. Some people want to, use other content through their consoles. But the way this TV is set up, it's not smart enough to know that I'm not playing a game right now. I'm watching YouTube. So when y'all are on YouTube through your Xbox and you're looking at all this choppiness, all this bad motion, it's literally the fact that the TV does not know that you're watching YouTube. It still thinks you're playing a game. That's a problem that Vizio needs to address. That's why people send their TVs back. That's why they send them back. That's why this TV gets a bad motion rep a lot of the times. Motion on this TV is not the best I've ever seen, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. Right? And for $2,000 for the 75-inch, Vizio wants $19.99 for a 75-inch in this TV. I can't recommend that to everybody when the LG CX 65-inch OLED is about $2,000. And that TV just works out of the box. That's what Vizio needs to fix. That's what they need to fix. It's got all of the sauce. It's got all the ingredients. It's got everything that you need, right? It has everything there. But you got to do too much to get it to work. You got to do too much to get it to work. These things should just work out of the box. It should just work. All right. I had to figure out every workaround with this TV to get all of these things to work. And every time I find something else that works, I get another comment section I get another question from somebody about something not working. Vizio, that is your problem. The TV just doesn't work as it should. I commend y'all for putting all of the technology in the TV and doing everything that y'all did, being forward, the 4 HDMI ports, getting the variable refresh rates and all that stuff to work. That is great. But the user experience on this TV is not that great. And when people take this out of the box, they expect the TV to just work. And the fact that it just doesn't work and they got to go to a YouTube video for their TV to work. They got to go to a YouTube video, right, to get their TV to work properly is a problem. It is a problem. And I'm going to give y'all all the solutions, man. Vizio don't pay me shit, G. They don't pay me nothing. I watch Vizio pay people to shit on their products on YouTube. And I've been advocating for Vizio since I've been on YouTube. They don't pay me nothing, man. I truly just like the TVs. I think they are amazing values. But right now, nah, G. It is an amazing value, picture quality wise, this, that, and the third. But for the average person out there, literally, right? The average person out there, man. They can go out there and buy a cheap TV, and that TV is just going to do what it's supposed to do. It might not have the peak brightness this TV has. It might not have the gaming features that this TV has. It might not even be able to, it can't perform the way this TV does with movies, gaming, or nothing. It can't match this TV, period. But when people bring it home and it doesn't work, they take it back to the store. And if somebody go out there and get a cheap TV and take it home and it just works the way it's supposed to, they happy. That's what's wrong with this TV. It just don't work the way it's supposed to out of the box. That's what y'all need to fix. Y'all need to make sure when people plug their stuff into it, it just works. That's the problem. I got every workaround. For everybody out there that's got this TV and you're out of your return period and you literally bought this TV and this is your TV, this TV that you're rocking with, I'm rocking with it too. So if you're not subscribed, like I said, man, I got on YouTube to help people. if this TV is something that you use and you want to get the most out of it, go ahead and subscribe. I'm about to flood y'all with videos about how to fix all of your issues with the TV so everything works for you and you can start using this TV and enjoying this TV without all those headaches. There are solutions. There are solutions. There's workarounds to everything so you can enjoy this TV the way you're supposed to. And I'm going to put everything out there about this TV. Another positive thing I say about this TV, processing. Dopeness. Gradients, dopeness. I mean, there's so much that they did right. For me personally, my main concern with a TV is picture quality. They knocked it out of the park. Gaming, knocked it out of the park. HDR, knocked it out of the park. Upscaling, you know, they hit a line drive. You're still scoring off of those. You're still scoring off of those. Where they losing at with this is it just doesn't work out of the box. The average person does not want to be doing all this extra stuff to get their TV to work right, especially after they spent $2,000. That's the problem. The problem is this TV is a flagship and it's failed on the basics. They gave you all the specs, all of the high-end features, everything is there. But the basic stuff, they dropped the ball, G. I can't recommend this for everybody. Everybody out there is not tech savvy. Everybody out there is not going to fool around with this TV as much as I have to figure all this stuff out. They shouldn't have to go to YouTube to figure out how to use their TV. That's your problem, Vizio. You make this TV so it just works. So it just works. So people plug this stuff in and it just works. Just like that 120 hertz 4K workaround that I had to do in my earlier video about gaming. They shouldn't have to do that. They should plug this TV up, put it in 4K 120 hertz, and no matter what game they're playing, it should just work. Even if the game is a 60 FPS game. It should just work. It shouldn't be no glitching out. They shouldn't have to switch their refresh rate back to 60. They shouldn't have to turn their HDR off. The TV should be smart enough to make those adjustments so that people could plug their consoles in and just play the games. That's why this TV is getting returned back to the store. Even though this TV is phenomenal in gaming, you don't lose any picture quality in gaming like on a lot of TVs. The local dimming is amazing in gaming. Everything, it works just like watching a movie in gaming. That's how phenomenal the TV is, but you got to make it work. That's the problem with this TV, man. Anyway, man, didn't want to make the video too long. The problem with this TV, you got to do too much to get the work right. Do I recommend this TV? I do, and I don't. Right? For $2,000, hell to the no. This TV launched at $1,500. I got mine for $1,100, and I got a 3-year manufacturer's warranty. Was it worth it to me? Yes. I'm somebody that, I do this. So, figuring this TV out, getting all of the picture quality, all the peak brightness, the black levels, getting all of this VRR, all of this stuff for the price I got at 465-inch, totally worth it. For the average person, nah, they're not going to rock with this. And I'm not going to recommend this to everybody. But if you bought this TV, if you like this TV, there's so much more about this TV that I will show you in the videos to come. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'm about to flood y'all with the videos. Till the next time. Thanks for watching.